Welcome back to DG Bricks. In today's video, we're going to be talking about every LEGO Star Wars set that I purchased for investment in 2022. We're going to be going through this list in order of sets that I purchased the most of to sets that I purchased the least of. So we got all the good stuff up front. I'm excited to make this video with you guys. It's now March of 2023. I feel that enough time has passed since these sets retired. I can fully pull back the curtain and reveal what all I've been buying. So first off, I want to answer one thing. It seems like the number one comment I got on my channel is, how do you get sets so cheap? So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys in this video how I was able to score some of these Star Wars sets so cheap and how I expect to do on them in 2023. We're not actually going to go by quantity of set ordered or by the price of the set. We're going to go rather by my total cost invested, which is the quantity of set that I ordered at the average price I've ordered them at. And by that metric, the number one set that I ordered the most of was a 75316 Mandalorian Starfighter. This set does contain, of course, the Gar Saxon minifigure, which is proving to be quite valuable, as well as Bo-Katan and a Mandalorian loyalist. So while two of these figures have technically been reprinted in magazines and such, this set remains the only way to get them in a standard playset, and this set also remains the only way to get this Gar Saxon minifigure. The part count is decent, the coloring is nice, it definitely stands out from other LEGO Star Wars sets that can tend to be just a lot of light bluish gray. Even when this set was available at its retail price or below, the minifigures made up $40 of value. Speaking of the retail price, the price on this set was $60 in the US. If you look at the Camel 3X chart, disregard that one blue spike down on the left. Apparently some third-party seller let these sets go for $9 back on January 13th of 2022. Not sure what happened there, probably some kind of pricing error. You can see that this set was discounted fairly frequently down to 20% off. I thought this set was a little bit harder to find at $48. I more frequently saw this at 10% off, but you could have picked these sets up from Amazon on December 12th, 2022, or any of these times before. Looks like in July of 2022, also in May, and even in November and December of 2021. You could have picked this set up for $48. Today on Amazon, this set is going for $85, which is not too bad for just 4 months of retirement. Now, I ordered these particular sets from Kohl's during a sale that they had, marked down to $41.99 with Kohl's cash on top of that, as well as 5% Kohl's rewards. Because I'm not always able to totally optimize the Kohl's rewards, rather than counting Kohl's cash and rewards as 25%, I'll count it as something closer to 22 or 23%. I ordered quite a few of these sets, just over 100 by my count. And because of all the great discount stacking, I was able to get these at a total cost of around $35 or just below, which compared to the MSRP is something like a 42% discount. Really great stuff. It's sort of funny, there was another set I was ordering from Kohl's during this time frame. When I placed my orders though, when I checked the next day, about half of those orders had been canceled. I only got half the quantity that I wanted. So when I saw this Mandalorian fighter come up for $41.99 on Kohl's.com one day, I was expecting about half my orders to get canceled, and lo and behold, none of them got canceled. They all came. So the next set that I ordered, the Walmart 3-in-1 pack, the 66708. This pack includes the Trouble on Tatooine set, the Duel on Mandalore, and the Imperial Armored Marauder. This set was only available from Walmart in the United States for a fairly limited time, less than a year, I believe, during 2022. One morning, I think in October or November, I saw that they were discounted down to $50. I did some math in my head and I sort of figured that $25 for the Marauder, $15 for the Trouble on Tatooine, and just $10 for the Duel on Mandalore. I thought that was an absolute no-brainer. There's no way that I lose money on that. However, I did go kind of deep on this set. I ordered 34 of them. So while I think I did great on this set, I think that I definitely loaded up too much, and I wish that I had reserved some of that capital to invest in some sets later down the list that I only had maybe a handful of. The next set, of course, is the Boba Fett helmet. This is a great set. Everything to the package design, to the box art, to the actual design of the set itself has adult collector written all over it. We've seen how the first two helmets that have retired have performed. I think the Boba Fett will probably start off a little bit slower than those two, but over the long term, I think we've all seen how Boba Fett merchandise tends to do. I think it's really interesting that some people place a lot of weight on the short shelf life of certain sets. When this Boba Fett helmet was on shelves for, what, 3 years, close to it, and it's already started taking off on the aftermarket. Maybe should tell some people that they need to pay a little bit less attention to shelf life, and maybe they should pay a little bit more attention to other aspects when picking their LEGO investments. After all sales tax, discounts, credit card points, Rakuten, I got this set for about $44, which is about 26% off of its retail price of $60. So again, not a crazy discount. I think I have about 25 Boba Fett helmets remaining in my inventory. I've sold a few of them, but I'll be holding out most of my Boba Fett helmets for at least least a $150 or $200 sale price. If you enjoy this type of content, please hit that subscribe button. The fourth LEGO Star Wars set that I purchased for investment in 2022 was, of course, 75283 Armored Assault Tank. As I've said before, I purchased these for 30% off from Kohl's during a similar sale as the Mandalorian Starfighter. And again, because of all the discount stacking, I was able to grab these for about $24 a piece. The 332nd Trooper is exclusive to this set. It is just one exclusive helmet piece, but clearly that figure is in demand. We've already seen it going on the secondary market for right around $30 shipped. That doesn't even take into account the Ahsoka figure, either of the two battle droids, or the pretty good build on the AAT, which is, after all, a separatist vehicle. Those tend to do pretty well. With this set, a lot of my orders also got canceled, so I ordered somewhere around 80 of these at this great price, and something around 55 got to me. For all of these sets that we're talking about today, I have sent most of the shipments to my warehouse in a different state. I send just a few to my apartment here so that I have something to sell, something to hold and display, talk about for the videos. I also build. I have my collection here behind me. You can see it change throughout the different videos I make through the weeks and through the months. So to answer everyone's questions about how I get my sets at such good prices, the answer basically boils down to watch prices very closely and know what's a good deal when you find one. These are things that do take a little bit of time to check prices, every morning for 3 minutes as part of your routine. But I found for myself that I'm able to keep my eyes on the best deals and score great sets at the best prices possible so that I don't have FOMO and I don't feel that I need to chase other sets that other people are hyping up and I feel that maybe I need to follow and go with the pack. The fifth LEGO Star Wars set that I bought for investment in 2022, the 75280 LEGO Star Wars 501st Clone Troopers, the $30 501st Battle Pack. After so many years, M&R Productions succeeded in bullying LEGO into making this set. I looked back at my records and it's kind of funny. I first bought this set way back in November of 2020, 2 whole years before it retired. I loaded up toward the end of its life at a pretty decent discount of around 20%. When I was deciding whether or not to invest in this set, I sort of took a long-term LEGO fan's perspective and I zoomed out and I sort of considered this set within the grand scheme, the entire lineup of LEGO Star Wars sets that we've had. And I came to the conclusion that this set is an instant classic. It will forever be in demand. It's a great army builder, having 3 identical 501st figures that in my opinion look great, as well as the Jet Trooper. This is an instant classic and I think one that's going to be in demand for a while. Yes, it's been out a long time. Yes, the market is saturated with these figures. However, the sales rank is really strong with this set. And while I think it is hoarded by a lot of small-time LEGO investors, I think not a lot of people are sitting on a large quantity of this set. No matter how many of these sets are hoarded by investors, I think the price is still going to rise because it's not going to be enough and the future demand is going to be just too strong for this set. And because I got these sets for around 22% off, I think I'll do okay on them. The next set that I invested in, the 75314 Bad Batch Attack Shuttle. I was wary of investing in this set at first because it is so hyped up and it is so discussed by other LEGO investors. I picked up 7 of these sets on about a 20% discount, which has proven to be a pretty good idea because apparently these sets are already trending closer to 140 or 150 on the secondary market. With this set, I just saw that it had some really good unique clone troopers. Once again, just like the Mandalorian fighter, I like with this color that it stands out from other gray Star Wars ships. You do want to be a little bit careful when you use your gut instinct to decide how deep to invest into a LEGO set because you can definitely guess wrong. I myself have definitely guessed wrong on Star Wars LEGO sets before, but I think that the sixth sense is something that you can train, and I think any LEGO Star Wars investor or collector should train to be able to more easily spot which sets are likely to become iconic and therefore valuable. I'm not claiming to be any kind of expert. I'm just saying I break down sets the same way that everyone else does. Next, the Duel on Mandalore. This is a small set. I ordered so many of the Walmart 3-in-1s that I didn't want to buy too many more of this set individually. So I purchased around 20 of these sets, again, from Kohl's. So I got these for $11.99 plus Kohl's cash, plus rewards, plus credit card, plus Rakuten. And then of course I paid sales tax. So once you add that math up, I got these sets for right around $11.08. I found it pretty hard to believe that I would lose money on those. So I scooped up about 20 of these sets. As a dual set, I think it's pretty cool. This has some large pieces. The 2 minifigures I think are great. And even if they become devalued from being available in such a cheap set, these are popular figures. And I think if the figures go on to become $15 or $20 figures each, you could be looking at some serious money here. These boxes also suck for shipping. Just keep that in mind. If you're fulfilling your own orders, you may get some unhappy customers with this one. Next, we have the Clone Trooper Command Station, the 40558. I tried to pick up about 10 of these. I've sold 2 already. I've made profits of $8.51 on each. So this set is great. I think think it will continue to rise in price up to about $40, maybe $50 one day. But ultimately, I did not find it worth the effort to get around LEGO's limits just to be flush with a $15 set. I don't see this ever going ballistic in the aftermarket, so I made the choice to kind of sit this set out. Next, the Imperial Light Cruiser. This is a great set, a bit overpriced at $160. The minifigure selection is not the best, but you do have that exclusive Moff Gideon. Walmart had these available very briefly for $100. I picked one up for that price because I thought you can't really go wrong with that. I wish I had taken some of the capital that I used on the 3-in-1 pack and put those toward a couple more light cruisers. I would love to have 4 or 5 of these, but it is what it is. I have one and I'm happy to have it. We have the Armorer's Mandalorian Forge, set number 75319. It's a Target exclusive in the US. This is a $30 set that I was able to get a couple copies of for around $20. This has some great exclusive figures. I think enough YouTubers have hyped up this set. Everybody knows those figures are going to be amazing in the aftermarket. You have the Mandalorian. He's not too great, but you do have the Armorer exclusive and Paz Vizsla. All right, next we have the Scout Trooper helmet, 75305. This set is a little bit tricky. I purchased 2 on a great discount for about $25, sold them for about $40. The only reason I really did that is because I had those Scout helmets here and not at my warehouse for more long-term storage. I kind of fumbled the bag with this set. About a month ago, I was checking up on this set on the aftermarket on eBay, and I was seeing sold listings that were absolutely crazy. People were already paying $70 or $80 for this set. So I looked around, it was nowhere to be found at major retailers, but I was able to find a couple in stock at shopdisney.com, ordered 2 of them, full cost, MSRP plus sales tax. Let's get it. I'm in for about 55 bucks each on these. But this set was available for so long at 20% off. I'm really wishing that I loaded up as I did with the Boba Fetts. And the very last set that I purchased for investment in 2022 is the Imperial Shuttle, $70 set with its 3 figures. I only have 1 copy of this set. I scored it for $40 from Walmart when they did a sale. This is a similar situation as the Imperial Light Cruiser. I wish I had used some of those other funds to invest more heavily in this set. I would love to have 5 or 10 of them. I should also note this set is presently available at Barnes & Noble if you live in the United States. It looks as though you can ship this set to your house today for full price. If you happen to be a member, you can actually get 10% off. And if you are able to use some discounted gift cards, Rakuten, or credit card points, you could potentially get this set right now for under MSRP. I will personally not be doing that because I don't want to purchase sets too close to MSRP. So if you did miss out on this set and you don't want to pay aftermarket prices, you can still get it from Barnes & Noble. If you're not sure about Rakuten, basically it's a browser extension that allows you to get cash back on your online purchases. Every time you're making a purchase, all you do is activate the extension that pops up, complete your purchase, and then you can look at your Rakuten account and you will see that a certain percentage of that sale goes back in your account. As a LEGO investor, this is absolutely clutch. I saved over $400 on my LEGO purchasing last year in Rakuten cash back. That's just from little 1% on this purchase, 3% here. Sometimes I've seen it as high as 10%. So it really does make a difference. If you don't use Rakuten, you can sign up right now. You can actually get $30 for free if you use my affiliate code in the description. And that way, when you make your first purchase, you will get a $30 credit from Rakuten as a welcome bonus. I will also get a bonus myself, so this is a great way to help the channel out, as well as save yourself some serious money if you're getting started in LEGO investing. Rakuten is probably one of the top 5 tips I could give to any LEGO investor as a way to reduce your costs and get more LEGO sets for less money. Drop a comment down below letting me know if you picked up any of the same sets I did, if you think I made good choices, if you think my opinions are bogus. Please keep it civil, have fun, and subscribe for more DG Bricks videos. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.